Hi everyone, Sarah from Sarah Homfray Embroidery. Today we're going to do another stitch on our little stitch samplers, and I'm going to show you how you can combine a stitch with some beads, put them together, make a really beautiful decorative row, and also how to make an edging with it as well. It makes a really pretty edging. So I'm going to show you on this sampler. If you haven't seen this yet, this was our 2024 little sort of stitch along practice sampler project. We just did loads of stitches to try them out and did them on a kind of a band sampler. I also did it on a frame as well if you like to work on a frame. So if you're still working on this and you've got some space left, you can do it on here. If you want to join in with this project, I'll put the playlist for that up at the end of this video. You can join in at any time. So we've looked at beads on their own, how to put those down, lots of different ways to do that, and we've done lots of stitches on their own as well. And today I'm going to combine this stitch here, so this is a blanket stitch, with the beads here. We're going to put the two together and make this really decorative edge. So if you've done lots of stitches, you can start thinking now about how can I put things together, can I put things on top of each other, can I use things, different materials together and make some more stitches out of it. So that's what I'm going to show you today. So I'm going to show you on my sampler here, and I'm going to go along this edge here. So it makes a really nice cover if you want to cover up a raw edge. If you've got a bit of fabric there with an edge that needs covering, this is a really nice decorative way to do it. I'm going to use a perle thread, but you could use some stranded cotton. Use maybe 2 or 3 strands, have something with a bit of strength for this, or any other thread, just so you can have a little practice, see what works for you. So I'm going to use the perle, and I've got some green seed beads that I'm just going to use to thread onto my thread. Now it's really important you make sure that the bead goes over the eye of the needle that you're using, which it does, because you'll need to be able to thread all these beads onto the needle, so do just check that first. So I've come up at the bottom for my blanket stitch. We'll start a blanket stitch at the bottom, in the bottom corner of the stitch, and I'm going to thread my bead on straight away. That's going to go all the way to the bottom. Then I make the up arm of the blanket stitch, so I'm going to come right down into there. And I'm going to make sure that bead stays on at that end, and my needle comes up to the right of the bead, and that will catch the bead on that stitch. And I'm just going to pull it slowly so you can see what it does. It's trapping the bead on the bottom part of that blanket stitch. I'm going to put a bead on every single stitch. You can miss one out if you want to. You'll see what it looks like in a second. So put it all the way to the bottom. Take my arm down into that fabric there. I'm going to come up underneath that one there. We've got that little gap in it, which is what makes it blanket stitch, but I need that gap to put the bead on. So the bead will automatically determine how wide these are. Make sure the bead is to the left of where I've come out and it gets caught on there. So it's a nice easy stitch, but you're just adding this little row of really beautiful beads on it. So thread your bead on right to the end of the thread, do your upper arm of your blanket stitch, and make sure you come up to the right of that, and that little bead stays on the bottom. Now you can put your bead in a different place, so again I'm just going to thread it on. I'm not going to go all the way to the bottom this time. I'm going to do my stitch as before. I'm going to make sure that bead is to the right now of where I bring my needle up. So my needle's coming up underneath that one, inside that loop, but my bead is now to the right of it. If I pull that slowly, so the bead is now on this arm of the stitch and not this arm of the stitch. So you can choose where you do it. You could alternate them if you want to. So not right down to the bottom. So make your loop, comes up inside the loop, below that point there where it went into the fabric. Make sure the bead is to the right and the bead stays in that bit. So you can either have your beads on the top or you can have them along the bottom. And then just a quick word, if you're left-handed, just do this the opposite way round. I've started at the left and gone right. You start at the right and go left. You're just mirroring what I'm doing, so you'll find that a little bit easier if you are a left-handed stitcher. So I'll just do one more. So it comes up inside the loop, bead is to the right, and then that's on there. And then just to finish that stitch, I go down at the other end. So it's not difficult, it's just a blanket stitch as normal, but you're just going to thread a bead on every time and you decide where you want the bead to sit. So I'm going to do this little edging on my handheld sampler here, and I just want to show you this little heart that I made, and this has got this beaded blanket stitch edge all the way around, so really beautiful for 3-dimensional things, just making that edge nice and decorative. So you're holding the fabric down and you've got those beautiful beads around the edge. That's what it looks like on the other side. You can see that a bit more clearly. So that's what we're going to do on here. And I've got a bit of the blanket stitch along here already, so I'm going to continue that and then put the beads on. So I need to start my thread off, and I want to, because I'm continuing it, have my needle come out here as if I was just carrying on the stitch. I'm just going to turn it over, weave it under on the back. So I'm coming out there as if I was just carrying on, as if that's where I'd finished my thread, but exactly the same stitch as before that we've just done on that frame. So I'm going to thread my bead on. I'm going to put a nice big gold bead on here on the edge. Let's have it really nice stitch to show. So we're just going around the edge now, but it's going to sit on the end of the thread as it did before. That part's no different. We go down into the fabric to make the arm. Now we're coming up inside that loop, so instead of coming back up through the fabric, we don't have any fabric to come through now because we're on the edge. I'm just going to come inside that green loop, pull it carefully. Now just make sure your bead is on the left hand side, so it sits on the edge of your fabric there. So then you thread on another bead, going to go down into the fabric. I come up inside this loop here, making this loop with my thread up inside the loop. Make sure the bead is on the other side of that thread, to have the bead on the outside, on the edge of your fabric. And that's really all there is to it. So it is the same stitch. It looks a bit different because you're not going down in the fabric and back up again. You're just coming down in the fabric and through the loop instead, but otherwise exactly the same. We'll just move the bead around when I pull it tight. You can see that really lovely edge start to form. So it's a really nice stitch just to add a bit more detail to it. You can just do your blanket stitch, but you can put little beads on as well. And you can do whatever size bead you like. The bead will determine the gap between the stitches here. That needs to be wide enough for the bead to fit on, but you can have whatever size. You have a bigger bead, you'll have a bigger gap. So down in the fabric, through the loop, just make sure that bead is on the other side, like so. So not very difficult, but really nice just to combine these two different materials and make something a bit extra. So I just want to show you a few more stitches that I have added beads to. So I'll just show you quickly the little samplers I did on my frame piece there. So there's the one with the beads on the upper arm. So the bead's going to sit on top of your fabric rather than at the edge, and then that blanket stitch forms the edge. So you get the stitch at the bottom and the beads at the top. But then if we go over here, we've got the same blanket stitch with the beads at the bottom, so the beads will cover the edge. So it's a subtle difference, but it's another way that you can use the beads. You could alternate them. I've not tried that, but you could try that on your samplers if you want. And then I just want to show you this one as well. So this is another video that we have purely on mixing beads with stitches, so do go and check that one out. I'll put the link up in a second, but I'm just going to go through them quickly. So we've just got a running stitch with the bead threaded on here. This is a longer running stitch with different kinds of beads threaded on. We've got a wheat ear stitch with a bead in the middle. We've got some back stitches, and then you can put them together and you can link the beads together. We've got some star stitches. Here is the blanket stitch one that I've just done. This is a cable chain with a little bead in the middle of each chain. That one's a really beautiful one. Got detached chain stitches, we've got fly stitches, and we've even got a little bit of turkey rug stitch there with a bead on the top. So we have a video on all of these stitches that have got the beads included in them, so do go and check that one out, because there's lots of stitches on your samplers that you can just think, oh, what happens if I thread a bead on before I do my next stitch, and suddenly you've got a whole new range of stitches to play with. So I encourage you to have a look at some of the stitches on your stitch samplers and think, can I add some beads on this? What else can I do with it? How can I combine these materials to make something new? Check out those two videos we've got over here on how to put beads onto different stitches. And if you want to join in the stitch sampler, you can do that by following this link below me and have a little stitch along with me. If you've enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. I'll see you next time.